Good morning students. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, data handling. In data handling we are going to learn about interpreting data from a bar graph. What do you mean by a bar graph? A bar graph is a graph or a chart that uses rectangular bars to represent number for each of the items. This is the bar graph. Here graph is drawn for name of the players and their runs scored by them. By looking into the bar graph we can answer number of questions. See here, rectangular bars represents the numbers. For example, consider Sunil. Here the bar is ending at 90. So from the graph we can say that Sunil scored 90. The runs scored by Sunil is 90 runs. By looking into the graph we can answer number of questions. Next we are going to learn about how to draw the graph. To draw the graph, the first step is we have to draw a ray. We have to draw a ray and mark it as x-axis. A ray means it has starting point and no end point. This is called as ray. A ray means it will be having a starting point and no end point, and mark it as x. The next step is we have to draw vertical ray. This is horizontal ray. This is vertical ray. Draw a vertical ray and mark it as y-axis. Next we have to indicate 0 here. Next, do markings equally. We have to do the markings equally. In between the gap should be equal. So we have to do the markings equally. The same here. We have to do the markings equally. Next we have to represent the data here. Here I have written name of the players and here I have written the runs scored. By using the data we must write the numbers and names here. Here I have written names and here I have written the runs scored by them. Next, if Sunil scored 90 runs, from 0 to 90 we have to draw the rectangular bar. Before that we have to do the we have to write the numbers here. If the numbers given in the questions are 1, 2, 4, 7, then we can use the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If the numbers given are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then instead of 1, 2, 3 we can put 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Depending on the data given, the numbers in the y-axis will change. And we have to write scale, which is most important. Here 1 unit equal to 18 runs. 1 unit means 1 square. From 0 to 18 there will be 1 square. So 1 square represents 18 runs. From 0 to 1, 18 there will be numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 17. In between 0 and 18, the numbers from 0 to 17 will be in between 0 to 18. And with the data given, we have to draw the rectangular bars. Consider the data given here. Students and their marks are given. We are going to draw bar diagram for this data. The first step is we have to draw x-axis. Next we have to draw vertical ray. And mark it as y-axis. Next we have to put 0 here. Next, at equal markings we have to represent the data at equal markings. For y axis, we have to use marks here. I am going to use x axis for student's name. Here student's mark. So do equal markings. The markings must be equal. Next, we have to choose at what numbers it must be represented. See here, it is 40, 70 and 90. We can see that all these numbers will be divisible by 10. All these numbers are divisible by 10. So, I am going to do the markings with the multiples of 10. Multiples of 10 means 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. And here Sunil, Ram, Divya. Next, we have to represent rectangular bars. Sunil's marks is 40. So, from 0 to 40, we have to draw the rectangular bar. Next, Ram's score is 70. From 0 to 70, we have to draw the bar. Next, Divya's score is 90. So, from 0 to 90, we have to draw the bar. Next, we have to write the scale. Here, 1 unit equal to 10. Because I have taken the numbers as a multiples of 10 here. Because all these numbers are multiples of 10. So, I have done the markings with multiples of 10. Here we will be having a square. So, this one square represents 10. The numbers from 0 to 9 will be in between this. So, we have to represent the scale as 1 unit equal to 10. Here 1 unit equal to 10. This is the scale which we use for this bar graph. In this way we have to draw the bar graph. Now we are going to solve exercise 11.1. The first problem is the following bar graph represents the scores of the top 5 players of a school in a cricket match. Study the graph and answer the which player scored the maximum runs. Here now name of the players are given and the runs scored by the players are given. The first question is which player scored the maximum run. By looking into the rectangular bar, this height is very large while comparing with others. Compare all other rectangular bars, this is the highest. So, the highest run scored is Sunil. He scored 90 runs. So, the answer is Sunil. Look into the graph. The height of this bar is very greater while comparing with others. So, the highest score is scored by Sunil. Next, how many more runs did Raghu score than Kavaljit? We have to compare Raghu's score and Kavaljit's score. Raghu's score is this, Kavaljit's score is this. Raghu's score is more than Kawaljeet. We have to find the how many more runs did Raghu score than Kawaljeet. So we have to find the difference between the runs. First find Raghu's score. It is in between 54 and 72. Look here, the bar is ending here, that is in between 54 and 72. So we have to find what is the score of Raghu. It is in between 54 and 72. Now look at this square. Here there is a square. I have drawn this square here. There is a square in between 0 and 18. I have drawn that square here. Here we will be having numbers from 0 to 18, and here there will be a darker line which represents half of the square. There will be a darker line in the graph which represents its half. So we have to find the number that is in between 0 and 18. The number in between 0 and 18 is 9. The numbers greater than 9 will lie here, that is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All these numbers will lie here. The number less than 9, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these numbers will lie here. So the middle represents 9 in the graph. The middle represents 9 here. Divide 18 by 2, we will get 9. So the middle number represents 9. The numbers greater than 9 will lie here. The numbers less than 9 will lie here. So the in between line represents 9 here. Then here from 18 to 36, the middle number will be 27. With 18 add 9, it will be 27. And here find the middle number between 36 and 54. Add 9 to 36, it will be 45. So the middle number will be 45. So with this we can say that all these are multiples of 9. 1 9 is 10, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. So fill the number in between. Find the number in between. To find that number, see here, the number here is 90. Here the number is 108. So to find the middle number, add 9 to 90. 90 plus 9 is 99. So the middle number here will be 99. So Raghu's score is in between 54 and 72. In between 54 and 72 we are having 63. Next find the runs of Kawaljeet. The bar ends here. This is also in between 36 and 54. This is in between 36 and 54. Find the number in between 36 and 54. It is 45. Now subtract. 8 here. 30 minus 5 is 8. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the difference is 18 runs. Next, how many runs were scored by the 5 players in the match? We have to find the runs scored by all the players. First, Raghu's score is 63. We have already found that. Raghu's score is 63. Next, Sunil's score. Find where the bar is ending. The bar is ending at 90. Next, Yash. The bar is ending in between 18 and 36. 45. We have already found that. Now add all these runs. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16. Write 6 here. 1 is carried to next place. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. 26 plus 4 is 30. So the total runs is 306. 306 runs were scored. So this is the answer. The fourth question is, plot a horizontal bar graph to represent the favorite musical instrument of 600 students. Choose a suitable scale. Name of the musical instrument and number of students who like the instrument is given. We have to draw a horizontal bar graph. Horizontal bar graph means the rectangular bar will be in horizontal. This is horizontal bar graph. If the rectangular bar is in vertical, then this is called as vertical bar graph. Now we are going to draw horizontal bar graph. For drawing horizontal bar graph, the numbers should be represented in the x-axis and the names should be represented in the y-axis. First draw x and y axis. This is x axis and this is y axis. Next we have to divide x axis equally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In x-axis, I am going to represent number of students who like the instrument. And in y-axis, I am going to represent name of the musical instrument. Mark the measurements equally. Here it is piano, guitar, tabla, drum, banjo. Look the numbers here. All these numbers are multiples of 25. So, I am going to fill x-axis with the numbers that are multiples of 25. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250. For piano it is 125. So till 125 we have to draw the bar. Next it is guitar. For guitar it is 75. So till 75 we have to draw the bar. Next tabla. For tabla it is 50. Next for drum it is 125. Next for banjo it is 225. So now we have drawn the graph. Next we have to write the scale. Scale 1 unit equal to 25 students. Because here each number is represented as a multiple of 25. So 1 unit is represented as 25 students. So in the scale we have to write 1 unit equal to 25 students. The next question is plot a vertical bar graph to represent the daily sales of a CD shop. Days of the week and sales are given. We are going to represent a vertical bar graph. Vertical bar graph means the rectangular bar will be in vertical. So we have to represent the numbers in the y-axis and days of the week in x-axis. Divide equally. And in y-axis we have to represent sales. Look at the numbers in the sales. All the numbers are multiples of 6 except 2800. All these are multiples of 600. So we can represent the scale in 600. First divide equally. Next, we have to write the days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. For Monday it is 600. So from 0 to 600 we have to draw the rectangular bar. Next for Tuesday it is 2800. 2800 will be in between 2400 and 3000. Here in between there will be a middle line. Middle line will represent 2700. So we have to draw the rectangular bar which is greater than 2700, but it should not touch 3000. Here there will be a middle line which is dark and that line represents 2700. We have to draw the rectangular bar above that. Next for Wednesday it is 1800. Here it is Wednesday. For Wednesday it is 1800. Next Thursday it is 3000. For Friday it is 3600. Next we have to write the scale. Here the scale is in 600. So the scale is rupees 600. Here the measurements are written in the multiples of 600. So, 1 unit is equal to 600 rupees. That is the scale we have taken for drawing this graph. So, the scale is 1 unit equal to rupees 600. And we have completed the graph for the given data. We have completed all the problems in exercise 11.1 and the remaining problems will be homework for you. Thank you, students.